Why is it when I talk about some of the expectations and what's required of women to actually have a good men, the first thing women do is talk about toxic men? Well, I'm not supporting no man that's abusive. I'm not supporting no man. No shit. Okay? We're not talking about supporting those type of men. We're talking about good men who are human and who also have struggles. It's like we forget about that. For example, y'all find it a problem if a man has an attitude or he's in a mood. Men have emotions, okay? They're not emotionless beings. They have emotions. They may express it in a different manner, but come on. Like, for example, me and my husband, we've been married for 8 years. We just celebrated 8 years of marriage in January, right? And this man is not always happy, just like I'm not always happy, right? He has times where he's moody, right? And you can just tell. It could have been like, his day at work, and he was just overloaded. Men have moments too, right? And when he gets like that, I have learned to give him space. One thing I've learned about men, or at least from what I've seen, just how me and my husband operate, whenever he's in his mood, I give him his space. I kind of continue to do my thing, but you can always tell when your man needs some space, right? And when he's ready to come around, he'll come around. But y'all got to stop acting like these men are not allowed to react to some of their hardships and to some of their struggles. No, we're not telling you to put up with BS from an abusive man. No, we're not telling you to put up with a cheater, right? But the thing is to make sure that you get it right, so you don't have to worry about those two different things, right? Or amongst other, toxicity elements that, yeah, nobody's going to live with that. But y'all be leaving these men over like crazy stuff, right? So let's just get that straight. Every time I talk about what women should do or how women should operate, the first thing y'all do is reference toxic men. And that just shows y'all are not healed. If that's how you're operating, on the fact that you don't want to help no man out, or you don't want to support no man because of toxic relationships that you may not even be in, you're talking about other people's relationships, we got to get it together. Men are human. Men have feelings. Men get wore out when they're going out into the world every day. The last thing they want to come back to is their woman who's also beating them up. Again, y'all have to show empathy. You cannot be a wife and you cannot be a God-fearing woman if you cannot show empathy, if you don't show compassion. I don't care if it's a man. I don't care if it's a man. That should make a difference. Y'all should see a human being in general, okay? Just like we get frustrated and emotional, men go through the same thing. They get frustrated. Their emotions may be all over the place, but they don't respond in the same manner. Just because they're quiet does not mean that they don't care. Right? And a lot of times women don't even give these men a safe space to open up, because the moment that they open up, y'all are calling them soft. Okay, so what kind of support system are you providing if they can't complain about anything, if they can't talk to you about anything, and then they're probably scared to talk to you about anything, because if they were to tell you how they really feel about certain things, you'll leave. You'll leave. Imagine as a man, okay, I understand women have their struggles, but I need us to kind of look at it from a man's standpoint. Imagine supporting a woman for years, okay? Let's just say, matter of fact, a guy had left a comment under my post. His stepdad has supported his mom, I believe he said, for 15 years. Something happened where he couldn't work. I couldn't remember what the exact comment said, but something happened. And he was out of work. And his mom was ready to leave this man after 3 days. He had been supporting her for 15 years. So you mean to tell me that man had been supporting that woman for 15 years, and the moment he falls on a hardship, she's ready to go in 3 days? Y'all be expecting these men to jump through hoops for women who get to decide when they feel like leaving because they don't feel like dealing with shit.
And I'm sorry. I understand why men are avoiding most of y'all women, because y'all don't think logically. Y'all are still selfish and entitled. The way y'all respond to stuff is selfish and entitled. It's always me, 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 me. Okay? In a relationship, it's not me, 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 me. If you want to continue to do the me, 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 me's, then stay single and keep kids out of it. That means don't get pregnant. Be by yourself.